Hello everyone, this is your host Mr. Top 10, and welcome back to another episode. In this video, we will talk about 10 most haunted places in the world. From a ghostly castle in France to a paranormal pub in Britain, these possessed destinations are guaranteed to spook even the most skeptical of travelers. But before we move on, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Chateau de Brissac, Maine-et-Loire, France. It was a fortress built by the Counts of Anjou in the 11th century, and King Louis XIII dropped by in 1620. The most active ghost is La Dame Verte, Green Lady, who was apparently the illegitimate child of King Charles VII and was later murdered by her husband in the chateau in the 15th century after he caught her having an affair. She is often seen in the tower room of the chapel, wearing her green dress with gaping holes where her eyes and nose should be. When not startling guests by her appearance, she can be heard moaning around the castle. Number 9. Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales, Australia. A late Victorian mansion with intricate cast iron lattice work built by wealthy landowner Christopher William Crawley in 1876, reputedly Australia's most haunted house. Take your pick. There's the young child who was dropped down the stairs, the maid who fell from the balcony, or the stable boy who burned to death. The most active, however, is the ghost of the son of the caretaker who was found curled up next to the dead body of his mother and chained up for 40 years. Number 8. Bhangarh Forte, Rajistan, India. A wizard called Singya and a princess called Ratnavati who spurred his advances. Legend has it that the enchanted oil he hoped would make her love him turned into a boulder when she threw it away, and it crushed him. But not before he cursed the palace, condemning the inhabitants to death without any hope of rebirth. Another story suggests a local ascetic cursed the fort because its shadow overpowered his property, and apparently, if anyone attempts to build a roof for the fort, it will collapse. Number 7. Mrytles Plantation, USA. With 10 people being murdered in the mansion itself, it's no surprise that there have been so many reported ghost sightings, the most famous of which is Chloe, who had her ear cut off by her lover. She wears a green turban, peering intently at visitors while they're in bed, and has even appeared in a photograph. A more recent photo also shows another young girl, known as Ghost Girl, peering through the window of the house. More eerie sightings include a child bouncing on the beds, a soldier, a voodoo priestess, and the ghost of a previous owner who has been shot in the chest has been heard staggering up the stairs where he died. Number 6. Dragshlom Slot, Denmark. The castle is thought to be home to at least 100 ghosts, including the Earl of Bothwell, the husband of Mary Queen of Scots who died as a prisoner in the castle. You may also see the White Lady wandering the halls, whose skeleton was found encased in a wall by builders in 1930. Number 5. Ancient Ram Inn, Gloucestershire, England. It is widely believed that the redirecting of water in the ancient Ram property caused a portal for dark energy to open up, meaning many ghosts haunt the inn. The witch's room is said to be haunted by a woman who burnt at the stake in the 1500s as she was accused of being a witch. A high priestess has been spotted sitting on a bed. A centurion on horseback has been seen walking through the walls. The agonizing screams of a girl heard, a monk in the most haunted room, and even a succubus is said to slip into the beds of visitors. Number 4. Castle of Good Hope, Cape Town, South Africa. Built in the 17th century by the Dutch East India Company, the Castle of Good Hope is South Africa's oldest building. The first ghost was spotted in 1915 when the apparition of a tall gentleman was seen jumping off the side of one of the castle walls and then walking between the bastions Leerdam and Oranje. Another famous ghost, the Lady in Grey, was often seen running through the castle holding her face and crying hysterically, but has not been seen since a woman's body was found during excavations. Other unexplained events include the bell in the bell tower ringing of its own accord, and the ghost of a black dog that pounces on unsuspecting visitors, then simply vanishes into thin air. Number 3. Hellfire Club, Montpelier Hill, Ireland. The Hellfire Club was a hunting lodge built in 1925 for William Connolly, an Irish parliamentary speaker. The stones of the buildings are from ancient passage tombs, said to have angered the devil, which first associated the site with the supernatural. Tales of animal sacrifice, black masses, cloven-hooved men, and murder are linked to the structure. The most popular tale tells of a visit by a satanic creature in the form of a man who was only discovered when one of the players dropped a card and, on picking it up, noticed the guest had cloven feet. On his discovery, the creature disappeared in a ball of flames. There are stories about a big black cat, the size of a dog, who took on a priest and haunts the lodge. The most regular ghostly visitor is a young lady, believed to have been placed in a barrel, set on fire, and rolled down the hill for fun. Number 2. Banff Springs Hotel, Alberta, Canada. Styled after a Scottish baronial castle, the Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada is one of Canada's great railway hotels and reportedly one of the most haunted buildings in the country. There's a bride who fell down the staircase breaking her neck after panicking when her dress caught fire. She is often seen in the ballroom dancing, with the flames coming from the back of her dress. A family were murdered in room 873. The door to this room has since been bricked up, but the family can still be seen in the hallway outside the room. Number 1. Poveglia Island, Italy. In the Venice Lagoon between Venice and Lido, this small island was a place where mainlanders fled to seek refuge from invaders. In the 14th century, Venetians, infected by the bubonic plague, were sent here to die, and when they died, they were burned on giant pyres. The site was also used as a mental asylum during the 1800s, where patients were experimented on and tortured. Ask a local, and they will tell you the island is full of ghosts and cursed with unhealthy spirits. Voices and screams are often heard, and visitors have reported seeing dark, fleeting shadows. Many visitors say they begin to feel an oppressive, evil feeling as soon as they step on the island. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe, and while you're at it, check out these other videos on screen.